to be working on the Cello Suite number 1, and the movement I'm going to choose from this is the prelude. So when it comes to Bach, I noticed that there is some trouble figuring out how to approach Bach in general. And I know there are a lot of Baroque experts out there who have studied years and years and years on how to approach this music. But my job is to make things a little more simple. So I think the best way to go about this is to introduce a term that you may or may not have heard before, which is a theory in the Baroque era that was used widely to assist in music making. So this theory is the doctrine of affections. And this was a theory widely used in the Baroque era, which was that the meaning of art was to evoke specific emotions from the listener. So the idea is, if I write a poem, or if I draw a painting, or if I play a piece of music, the whole point of writing the piece of music is to evoke, to draw out an emotion, a specific emotion from the listener. So if I play the Bach Cello Suite number 1, the idea in the Baroque era was to approach the piece of music by saying to ourselves, what do we want the audience to feel? What emotion do I want to arouse from the listener? That being said, when playing, for example, the prelude, the question to ask is, what emotion am I going to evoke from the listener from this prelude to the Bach Cello Suite number 1? It could be anything you want, really, but it has to be specific, and you have to know what you want. You have to know what feeling you want to get out of the audience. So, for example, if I were to approach this, out of all the other people who are playing the Bach, here's how I would go about this. So to me, personally, the prelude to the first cello suite sounds sort of ethereal and happy. And also another thing to consider is that Bach spent most of his work life in the church. So that's something else to consider. You know, how would this piece sound in a church environment? So knowing these things, I'm going to say that when I play the cello suite, my idea, taking into account the doctrine of affections, is to make this piece draw out emotions of happiness from the audience. And how I do that is, I don't know, light bow, maybe a medium tempo. You know, there's all sorts of things I can do to make that sort of sound, that atmospheric, calm sound. So here's an example. idea of me performing that was to make the audience kind of sound calm, laid back, and happy. And the plus side of approaching Bach this way is that I take less of the focus on the technique, the fingerings, the bowings, the bow pressure, the nervousness, and I put more of my thoughts and attention on what I'm going to make the audience feel, right? So it's a shift in mindset that we're talking about here. And when we do this, we kind of make things more easy for us, and we look at things, the bigger picture kind of thing. So remember, an important key term, or theory rather, to take away from this video is the doctrine of affection, which again means the idea where art is supposed to draw out emotions from the audience. By the way, May 16th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, I am doing a class on the entire Bach Cello Suite number 1. So the prelude, the allemande, the courante, the minuets, the sarabande, and the gigue. So if you want to participate in that class for free, right? It's for free. Just go to iPlayBass.com/class. You'll be taken to my calendar. Scroll down to May 16th and click that button that says Bach Cello Suite number 1 free class. Also, as a bonus, I tend to give out discounts to the iPlayBass store, which has rosin, bows, mutes, strings, bass strings, and I give out discounts for lessons with me. So I hope to see you there. Take care.